Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, Taylor Swift just dropped a new album, and somewhere her ex, John Mayer, is cringing. Details in the hot dish. Then, she's one of my faves on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Sutton and Jennifer Tilly, they're friends. And they're going to join us live to talk about their friendship and their new project. And he experienced the biggest scare of his life recently. Paranormal investigator Dave Schrader is back with the scary story. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. We're back live. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Hi. Happy Monday. We are live. No rerun. Thank you for being here. Please keep that love going. It's Kendall.
Hi. Hi.
How you doing?
I need all the love I can get.
What? The audience didn't hear you. You need all the love that people can give you. Why?
Yes.
What's wrong there?
I'm just a wee bit tired after keeping up with my younger sisters at a bachelorette party.
Yeah.
Whew.
I got it. May I read one line of the text message you sent me? Just one.
Just one.
Just one line. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to tell you a story too. I was coming in when you landed, and I checked my phone as you do when the plane lands, and I'm like, oh, look, I got a text message from my buddy Kendall. And I was feeling tired too. And we have a little promotional shoot today for Christmas.
Joy.
And I was laughing that the poor promotions folks are going to have two haggard-looking people. Because Kendall sends me a text message with a picture of herself. She has no vanity.
Which shan't be shown on television.
We won't show this. But this proves she has no vanity because you're beautiful all the time. But let's be honest, it wasn't the best photograph of you, you know? And she sends it, and right underneath it says, I bit my lip, and I'm bleeding profusely. And I thought, what the hell kind of weekend did you have? I mean,
full of vampires and gore. I was in New Orleans, so I mean, you know, I think I was possessed.
Yeah. You fell?
I took a tumble because I wore too high of shoes.
Yeah.
And I was trying to dance, and I fell, and I bit my lip, and I told people I was a vampire because
That's what you do.
That's what you do in New Orleans.
You were a disaster. You were a disaster
zone.
I was taking some friends. I swear, if I didn't have enough jobs, I think I would open this up as a business. But some friends of mine, Luke and Tracy, saw the trip that we took last year when executive producer Jeff and my friend Dawn from the radio show.
Was I invited on that one?
You weren't invited to that trip. I'll take you soon. But they saw. We all went to Disney World. Yep. My favorite place, as you all know. So my friends Luke and Tracy back then said, I would really like to go with you guys. We want to experience Disney like you guys. Colin and I said, are you kidding me? Because Tracy and Luke are cool. Like, they're real cool. Yeah. So I thought, do you really want to hang with us? Like, are you just, you know, but they did. So we went down there for the weekend and we showed them a good time. I felt the pressure to make sure they had an amazing time. So I got every ride. We rode every single ride except for two in all four parks. I got them on everything. Yeah, I managed to get them on everything.
And the teacups?
No, we couldn't do teacups. We're old and we can't handle spinny rides. Anyway, thank you, audience. You know it's the truth. You're young, you can do it. Older people, we can't do spinny rides. Okay, so I'm sitting at the hotel bar because we had about 2 hours before we had to leave.
You at a bar?
Shut up. Anyway.
No! Private conversations.
Audience, Leo, come back to 5. I want to tell you something so bad.
Nope.
Anyway,
I'm gonna make you sign an NDA.
I won't because we're friends. Anyway, I'll tell the audience that in the commercial. Anyway, so I'm sitting at the thing waiting for, we had 2 hours, and Colin and Luke and Tracy decided to go to the pool for a little while. I stayed inside. I'm like, I don't want to get wet and then get on the plane. Anyway, and I want to work on the shows. So I'm sitting there, and it's very quiet. And all of a sudden, this family of like 50 break the silence, and they're behind me in this little thing, and there's like 80 kids. And I hear this little boy go, crumbs. And I was like, what? And he was eating like a giant cupcake or donut or something.
Okay.
And he kept getting crumbs on him.
Oh.
He kept getting crumbs. And then I hear the mom, it's not the kid's fault, I hear the mom say something that I just never thought I would hear. She goes, oh, mommy knows you don't like to be dirty. Mommy feels your plight. Plight?
Mommy feels your plight.
You have donut crumbs on you. That's not plight. And I thought to myself, I didn't even know what the word plight meant until my mid-30s. You know what I mean? Mommy, and that's an exact quote. I'm not, because I instantly tweeted it.
Yeah.
Mommy knows your plight. Mommy hears your plight. It's donut crumbs. That kid.
Scoop it up.
That poor kid. If that continues, I really feel sorry for that child. He is on a path for disappointment because if donut crumbs.
Plight.
Again, I'm not making fun of the kid.
Yeah.
It's the mom. Mommy, here's your plight.
I think my mama would have been like, honey, just brush them in a circle and like scoop them up and.
Oh, Dar would have said, clean yourself and get up, you know.
Be fine.
Anyway,
Just eat
let's
it.
get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Mommy, I feel your plight. Anyway, while we are off, Taylor Swift dropped a new album. It's called Midnights on Friday, and it's already breaking records. No big surprise. We'll talk about it on the other side. The song is called Anti-Hero, this one.
It's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. At tea time, everybody agrees. I'll stare directly at the sun, but never in the mirror. It must be exhausting, always rooting for the anti-hero.
So that video has 27 million views. Yeah, the album Midnights finished its first day as the top-selling album of 2022.
Wow.
It's also the biggest sales week for any album since Taylor's 2017 record. She was also Spotify's most streamed artist in a single day. All of that. All of that.
No big deal.
Okay, but the dish is, I guess one of the songs is allegedly about her ex, John Mayer. And it's real, it's cutting.
Saucy.
It's very saucy. Yeah.
Oh, I haven't listened to the whole album, have you? I
No.
haven't listened to everything.
No.
Sorry.
I gotta say, I haven't listened to the whole album. I'm
We
sorry.
were busy traveling the
I was like
world.
a travel agent this weekend.
I
I was
was
wiping
too.
donut crumbs off a kid.
I
you
was
know?
wiping up girls
Yeah.
from the floor.
Yeah. Jason feels your plight. No, I gotta listen to it. I gotta listen to it. But I'm gonna say something that might get me in trouble. But what's new? All of her songs kind of sort of sound the same to me.
You guys, stop.
Unpopular
They're
opinion.
earworms. They're all like that. It is true. I mean, you can hear a Taylor Swift song, but she's like incredible.
She is.
That is just catchy right away.
She is. I'm not taking anything away. I'm just an observation. Who knows?
Being observational and wanting to get attacked by the Swifties.
That's fine. I've been attacked by worse. Next in the dish. Believe it or not, there's a new Star Wars movie in the works. The new film is reportedly going to be co-written by Damon Lindelof. He wrote Lost on ABC. Now, I wish we knew more, but that's basically all we know because it's Star Wars, so everything else is under wraps. Star Wars was supposed to have Rogue Squadron with Patty Jenkins, who did Wonder Woman, but then they took it off the schedule. Yeah, they took that off the schedule. So it's gone. Now, we don't know if it's dead. Now, there is allegedly going to be a Star Wars movie in 2025, but we know nothing about it. We don't know what it's about. We don't know what time frame. We don't know who's in it. Nothing. So we haven't had a new Star Wars movie since 2019's The Rise of Skywalker.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, 2019, right before the pandemic was in December. and we haven't had we've had a lot of Star Wars TV shows, but no feature films.
I'm wondering, like, is there really that much more to be told?
Oh, yeah.
What?
You can just go back to New Orleans.
Gotta go.
Bye. Next in the dish. That was easy. Why didn't I say that years ago?
The beignets are calling
The
my name.
beignet, yeah. Next in the dish, Netflix has dropped the trailer for their next Christmas movie. That's right, I know. It follows, again, #Ted. It follows as a pop star experiences career burnout. So she escapes to a small town. Yeah, I know. Where a character, I've never heard of this plot before, where a character played by Freddie Prinze Pruner is waiting. Look.
And should make a Christmas song. Christmas songs are good for business.
It's not happening. It's not like the record label is gonna drop me because I don't want to Jingle Bell Rock. Are you serious?
Dad, I'll make you a bumble, because you're definitely way too old for Tinder.
Absolutely not.
Oh, our video only got 20 views.
What, you thought Angelina might see it?
No matter where you go, I'll always keep you with me. That song was by Angelina. I'm gonna use it in my quinceañera. My Christmas birthday wish is to one day meet Angelina.
Let's go grant her Christmas wish.
Since when do we do house calls for fans?
I really need to connect with my fans right now.
Wow. Nice car ride on a green screen. Anyway, girl, you know that's thank you, Eric, for laughing at that one. You know that's a green screen. They didn't get in a car. Christmas with You hits Netflix next month. Going way back to Sleepless in Seattle, it's always some cute kid trying to fix their parent up with something. I don't know how often that really happens.
But it's Freddie Prinze Jr. You're gonna watch.
I didn't see him in that clip. Is he in the movie?
He's in the movie. He's the dad.
Oh, that was him?
Yes.
What were in those Mickey Mouse bars? I made you laugh with that one, didn't I? We have a lot more to come. Dave Schrader's here. More Dish and more. Stay with us. Back in a moment, everyone. Hey, don't forget, little programming note, a couple things. First, this Friday, the 28th, we're hitting the road. Photographer Eric rented an unmarked black van, and the entire crew, we're driving to Anoka. The Jason Show will be live in Anoka. It's the Halloween capital of the world. And you can come. You don't need tickets. You don't need to sign up. They're opening early for us at Serums in Anoka, right there off Main Street. Serums in Anoka, 10 a.m. We're live. So get there around 9 a.m. Get a Bloody Mary. Party with us. It's going to be a great live show this Friday in Anoka. Well, it's time for a special serving of hot dish all the way from Hollywood. Give it up for Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Happy Monday, Jason. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, buddy. First up, there were headlines about Ye all over the weekend. Adidas is now under fire because they're sticking with Kanye West, aren't they?
I mean, at least so far, that's what's going on, Jason. Of course, Adidas and Kanye West, they have that hugely popular multi-billion-dollar shoe, the Yeezy. And a lot of people have put attention on Adidas because Adidas, look, a few weeks ago, they said that they were reviewing the partnership with Kanye, and we haven't heard anything since. So here in Los Angeles over the weekend, I don't know if you saw, but there were some signs that popped up. There was some sort of rally, anti-Semitic rally, over one of the freeways, and one of the signs even says Kanye was right about the Jews, is what the sign said. And a lot of people are just continuing to say, where is Adidas on this? We know Kanye has hired attorneys. He actually hired Johnny Depp's old attorney from the Amber Heard case. So you have to imagine maybe the two sides are trying to work out an exit strategy. But just given the fact that Adidas has stayed silent, it's making a lot of people upset.
I saw that banner, Brad, on the 405. It's just, Well, sadly, it's not unbelievable, but it is unbelievable, scary. You put any word that in 2022 we need to worry about that crap.
And you hear people say, oh, it's just Kanye. No one's going to take him seriously. No. We saw the proof of that this weekend, so people can't say that anymore.
Yeah, mental health is not an excuse for that type of crap. I'm just going to say it. I don't care if people disagree. It's no longer an excuse. It's vile. Next up, lightening the mood. There's a new show in Vegas that gives VIPs a chance to talk to the dead.
Yeah, I mean, just when you thought Vegas had everything covered, they found something else now. So there's going to be a new event at the Palms coming up where people can buy tickets, they can show up early, they can enjoy brunch, and then there's also going to be celebrity mediums there, so people who want to try and connect to the dead during their brunch, they can sip their mimosa and maybe speak to a deceased loved one. So you got to give them points for creativity. I don't know that I'd want to partake in that during brunch, but whatever floats your boat, right? I hear you.
Brad, you and I have discussed a lot of stories over the years. I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't either, but maybe the celebrity mediums or your deceased loved ones will know what to say. So here's your chance.
Yeah. Finally, Brad Pitt has the entire racing world mad at him this morning. What did he do?
Well, Brad is supposed to appear, or star, I should say, in an F1 film. So he's kind of been doing the legwork. He was in Austin all weekend at the F1 event. But he has a lot of F1 fans upset because Martin Brundle, you see him there, he is the big interviewer at these F1 events, and Brad kind of pushed him off. And the F1 community is upset. They said, look, if this guy's going to star in one of the films about our community, he's got to take questions from our most famous reporter. To Brad's credit, you do see him answer a little bit there. Martin was asking about the movie. Brad said, look, I can't really talk about it. But nonetheless, people feel that he should have stopped. He should have taken a few more questions and given Martin some respect.
Yeah, I mean, probably. Look at him. He's like, peace, I'm leaving. I'm getting out of here.
It's Brad Pitt. I know.
Thank you, buddy. Have a good week.
See you later.
I won't spend a lot of time on this, but I don't, this show's goofy and we don't really get serious, but one of my very best friends is Jewish, and this just really, I saw that banner and that just really bothered me. And sometimes when you have a platform like this, sometimes you have to use it for more than just giving you movie reviews, and it just makes me sick because it's hard. The reason it's hard to nail down anti-Semitism sometimes is because what happens is, like Kanye goes, oh, the Jews control everything. And then when these individuals are held to account for their words, not censored, when they're held to account for the things that they say, they go like this. See, I'm being edited. See, the Jews control everything. So it's hard to nail it down. And that's why it's so insidious. And it really needs to be called out. And corporations like Adidas need to call this out because it's only going to continue. And it makes me sad and it makes me sick. And there's no place. There's no place for that crap. There's absolutely no place.
Nope.
And again, in 2022, the fact that people are doing that over interstates in the country, it's ridiculous. Next in the dish, just what you need on a Monday. Just what you need on a Monday. Do you remember the young kid star who got famous on Ellen singing for Nicki Minaj? Look.
He real, he might get a deal. He bought balls and got a rock, gonna feel. He fall, he go, he might still call. He owes in the air, but I never love like Jim. Rope ship, set up, ship. Money make her drip, kiss him on lip. That's the kind of dude I was looking for. Yeah, she gets that every looking hoe. I said, excuse me, you're a hell of a guy. I mean, my mom, I like pelican fly. I mean, you're so shy and I'm a red tie. I like sicker than a guy with a fig in his eye. Oh, yes, I did. Somebody please tell that I Nicki Minaj, I met the deucer. Cat cruiser. Boy, you got my heart beating on it away. Beating like a drum and it's pouring away. Did you hear that boom, 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 boom? You got the super bass. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, that's that super bass.
Wow. I still can't do that. Sophia Grace, I can't do that. I want to. That's Sophia Grace performing on Ellen when she was 8. Okay, you ready to feel old?
No.
Sophia is now 19. And she has an announcement.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from today's video, it is a little bit different to my usual videos because I am here to tell you guys that I am pregnant. So I am 21 weeks.
Jason needs a moment.
We are all old. Yeah.
So old.
She's 21 weeks along, and she says she's very happy. Her gender reveal video will be dropping sometime soon. I thought those were illegal now. I thought we can't, after people blew up things, I thought we can't do those reveals anymore. Yeah.
I wish.
That does, we say that a lot. This makes me feel old, that makes me, because we quite literally watched her grow up. The fact that a kid star is now having a kid, scary.
I felt really old this weekend when I had to have a Pepsid AC and look for compression socks because my feet swelled up so bad. So. That doesn't make me feel that old. That made me feel old.
Did Kendall just say she wore compression socks this weekend?
I wanted some.
You sure are pretty. Yeah. Next on the dish, some fans of the Halloween franchise are really mad. So they're demanding a do-over for the final film. You know, it was just released called Halloween Ends. No, guys, no. They're very, very serious. We feel their plight. And they started...
See what you did there?
Thank you. You see what I did there? Yeah. They started a change.org petition. Okay? According to the petitioner, this was not the film the fans wanted. And this movie left fans feeling sad, mad, disappointed, and infuriated. The same has been said about this show. That's right. They went out. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. I'm trying. You know what? I landed at 11:30, but Papa still has a snap sometimes. I'm telling you, yeah. They went on to say this movie gave us a weak, pathetic Michael Myers. A Michael Myers who needed his mask to survive. They write, "This isn't our Michael Myers." Let me get through this. Our killer, and this is really what the petition said, our killer is strong, our killer is relentless, and our killer is unstoppable. Please right this wrong.
He's unstoppable.
Yeah, the petition has 12,000 signatures. Yeah, thank you. The director of the film has responded, for every bite of backlash, you get people that are thanking you for taking it to a new place. That's what the director said. Yeah. Movies are subjective. I said it. I'm not quite signing a petition, but I didn't love it.
Did you think he was weak without his mask?
No, I just thought they didn't spend a lot of time on Michael Myers. They had this kid in the middle. I was like, well, I don't care about him. You know what I mean? That was my big beef.
Me too. I stopped after 35 minutes because I hadn't seen Michael Myers yet.
It's Halloween. Next up, Madonna is celebrating the 30th anniversary of her SEX book, but it lands her. No, that's how it was. That's how they wrote it. SEX. What? Anyway, but it lands her in an argument with another big-name music star. So here's what happened. On Saturday, Madonna shared an Instagram story saying her 1992 book, Sex, paved the way for other sex-positive stars, like Miley Cyrus, Kim Kardashian, and Cardi B. She says she was shamed at the time for empowering herself as a woman. Well, Cardi B took it in a different way, and Cardi B didn't respond well, saying Madonna could have made her point without using a clown emoji. But yesterday, the two shared a phone call, with Cardi later tweeting, "I talked to Madonna. It was beautiful. Have a great day, and drive safely, y'all." I go from serious issues like the banner on the 405 to this. Only here. Madonna then tweeted, "I love you, Cardi. Always have and always will." That's it. That's all I have. No, we're not done yet. We're just getting started. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up next, what's scarier than the Real Housewives? How about Chucky? Jennifer Tilly and Sutton Strack will join us live to talk about a very special episode of the Chucky series. And his show is one of the creepiest on Discovery Plus. Paranormal investigator Dave Schrader is back.
You need an ambulance.
We need an ambulance.
And we're going to get the scoop on what he described as one of the biggest scares of his life. That and more when we come back. Well. Welcome back. Our next guests appear in Wednesday's episode of Chucky. It's on the Sci-Fi and USA Network and features a guest star we know really well on our show, and I loves her like capital L loves her. Look, little preview.
Jen, what's going on?
Don't sneak up on me like that. What are you doing in here?
Oh my God! I think he's dead. He's dead?
Mom, what happened?
The first victim is the butler.
Always. It's always the damn butler. That's Chucky. It stars Jennifer Tilly and a very special guest this week. Give it up for Jennifer and guest star and one of my favorite Real Housewives ever, Sutton Strack, everyone. Hi, ladies. Okay, you guys have been friends for, how long have you guys been friends?
I don't know, I'd say about 15, 20 years.
Not 20.
Well, okay, we're not that old. But maybe about 15 years. And Sutton used to live down the street from me. And she moved away.
I moved around the corner. She's so dramatic.
Yeah, well, she now she lives like, it was a 5-minute walk. Now she's a 15-minute walk, so I hardly ever see her anymore. Who wants to walk in Los Angeles?
I can still walk to the Bel Air Hotel.
But Sutton, I was very, very excited when Sutton agreed to come on the show and play Sutton's my friend in real life, and on the show she plays my friend also, because in this version of Chucky, Tiffany is living in Jennifer Tilly's body, living in her mansion, spending her money, and her friends are very worried about her because Tiffany is behaving very strangely. So they have an intervention, and that's where Sutton comes in, and also Joey Pantoliano, Gina Gershon, that I was in Bound with, and my sister, my actual sister, Meg Tilly. And as you saw in this clip, the butler mysteriously dies, as they so often do. And so now we have to find out who killed the butler.
Yeah. Sutton, what was your...
She slept with the butler, so she's a suspect.
Sutton, what was your first reaction when Jennifer said, hey, I want you to be in Chucky? What was your first reaction?
Absolutely. I was like, I'm canceling stuff so I can come do this. I think Don Mancini is a genius. His writing is so great. Jennifer is such an amazing actress. So to get to watch and work with Jennifer and Meg Tilly, how am I not going to do that?
Absolutely.
Sutton was like, are you kidding? Take a week and a half off from getting beaten up by the ladies on Beverly Hills to go relax on a set with Chucky? I am so there.
I was going to say, Sutton, we were trying to figure out, because everyone on the staff, we're a pop culture show, so we love the Housewives. I was trying to figure out, because obviously we want to spend the most time talking about Chucky, but I did want to, what is scarier, Chucky or the Housewives?
The Housewives. We talked about this. The Housewives. Jennifer won't even, she doesn't want to come near the Housewives.
Scared to come on the show.
Chucky is scared. And his terrible fashion sense. And he's, you know, he carries like a knife, which I got to hold the knife, which is fun.
Mm-hmm.
But Jennifer's more scared of the housewives than Chucky, and me too. I'm scared than the housewives than I am of Chucky. So.
Well, Chucky just kills people. He doesn't say really mean, hurtful things. So, you know, and also at the end of the day on Chucky, we wash off the blood and go home. At the end of the day on Housewife, Sutton stumbles home, crying and battered, cries, takes a bath, maybe has a cocktail.
And prays.
Or two, and prays, you know, but Chucky, it's not real, so.
But here's the thing. We like to say this, you know, Chucky is scripted. So you know what's going to happen in the end. You know who the villain is, and so there's a peace of mind with this. On Housewives, there's no script. You never know who's going to come after you.
There's no peace of mind on Housewives. No. You should have worded that on a pillow. Nobody said it would be fun. That should be your pillow. That you have
Somebody said to me just the other day, nobody said it was going to be fun.
Yeah.
They said, well, I signed up
thought it was going to be fun.
I thought it was going to be fun. You know what was fun? Doing Chucky with Jennifer.
I want to just hang with you. Oh, we can't. Oh, we got extra 30 seconds. Okay, because I was saying, I want to hang with you two all day. This is fantastic. Okay, Sutton, I don't want you to get you in trouble. But look, Sutton, look in the camera. I know you can't say anything.
Yes.
What are the odds that there will be cast changes next year?
Oh, I think 100%.
Oh, I thought you couldn't say anything. I'm very interested to see.
Am I going to get in trouble for
No,
that?
you're not. You said I think 100%. Everyone's entitled to their
I
opinion.
think 100%.
Yes.
I mean, look.
Yeah, there always are cast changes.
Yeah.
I mean, there maybe slight. It might be me.
No,
Never
it
gonna
won't
be
be you.
Sutton.
No,
You
always knock on wood,
it won't be
you
you.
know?
No. Well, I love you both. Thank you so much. I can't wait to watch. Everybody, Chucky airs Wednesday night. Go watch it on Sci-Fi and the USA Networks. Check your local listings. That was fantastic. Did you hear her, though? We broke a little news. She said like 100% chance. Wonder who's leaving. Brenna. Kathy Hilton, Brenna, yeah. We're going to take a break. My buddy Dave Schrader, he experienced one of the most scariest moments ever. The guy is around a lot of spirits, and something just freaked him out. He couldn't tell us last time, but he can tell us now. He's here when we return. Back in a moment. Oh, that was great. Welcome back. Butte, Montana has been through the ringer. Yes. Thanks to some evil spirits that have been haunting residents for years. But paranormal investigator and our friend Dave Schrader has had enough, and he wants to put an end to that. But the spirits, they kind of have a different plan. They're not really liking Dave's plan. Look at this.
Oh, I don't know if something ruptured.
Dude, oh my God, dude, lay down. Dude, lay down. Dude, lay on your back.
Are you okay? Hold on. Stay still. Stay still. Stay still. Oh, it hurts really bad.
Okay. Just stay still.
Dave's down. Dave's down. What's wrong with Dave? It hurts. It goes all the way through to my back. It's killing me. Dave? I don't know what the wrong. It hurts. It feels like something popped. We need an ambulance.
You need an ambulance.
We need an ambulance.
The entire season now of The Ghost of Devil's Perch is available on Discovery Plus. I was telling Dave that Colin devoured it. I watched 3 and was freaked out. Please welcome Dave Schrader back to the show. Okay. You were here right before the premiere, and obviously we wanted people to watch, so we heard about that scene, but we couldn't really talk about it. What the H-E-L-L was that?
Well, that's the reason why you don't eat Mexican food before an investigation. It's when those cramps hit, there's nothing. No, we were in a place called the Cabbage Patch, which is this really interesting little section in Butte that they saved, and it was kind of a location where the displaced people would be, and there was a king of the Cabbage Patch. There was a guy that ran it, and literally his weapon
Xavier
of choice.
Roberts.
Yeah, exactly. Was it Cabbage Patch Kid humor?
That's
I dig it.
Cabbage Patch Kid humor, Dave.
That's right. That's
yeah,
right. And he walked around with an axe handle and kind of ruled the area. And there was a young African-American man by the name of Richard Sims who had fallen in love with the white preacher's daughter, and they had this kind of illicit affair. And when things got to the end and he was still in love with her, she just decided the best thing to do was shoot him. Yeah, so it was horrifying.
Well, that took a turn.
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing. And what happened was during the investigation, we were in that little cabin right by where the shooting took place. And we believe what happened was I walked into something called a place memory. So this scar, the psychic scar, and I'm not mediumistic. I'm not sensitive that way. But it hit, and at first I literally thought like my appendix ruptured or something massive happened. And it put me, as you saw, put me to the ground immediately. And then it started piercing through to my back, and I thought I was dying. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna die on camera. This is crazy. I'm gonna die on TV. And
really?
Yeah. Oh, that was it.
I mean, really, I'm not doubting you. I'm trying. And it was instant.
Oh, boom. Because Cindy's talking and she's trying to engage and get these spirits. And Cindy Keza is the medium that I work with on Holzer Files and now on Ghosts of Devil's Perch. And she was trying to communicate. She was getting a lot of information, and then it was just like a lightning bolt hit me and dropped me. They brought in ambulances and police and everything and got me out and took me to the hospital. And like I told you last time, then the weirdness really started because everybody in the hospital started coming to tell me ghost stories. And I'm all splayed out in bed, laying with tubes and hoses. And I'm like, should we be talking about this? Am I dying? And they're like, no, you're fine. So anyway, we have a ghost on the 3rd floor. And it was very weird. They couldn't find a physical malady, which
I was just going to ask, they didn't find anything?
Nothing. And that made them even more weirded out. But that just like literally removed the lid off the genie's bottle, and everybody came in to talk to me. So I'd like to say the energy stopped with that, but if you watch the season finale,
it did not.
No.
More with Dave when we come back. Back in a moment. How long did the pain? Welcome back. One of our favorites, Dave Schrader's here. By the way, little programming note, we'll actually have a continued conversation with Dave coming up on our Halloween show at Serum's in Anoka on this Friday, on the 28th. So, because Anoka is real haunted, and Dave has been there, so that's Friday. Anyway, the Ghost of Devil's Perch is available right now, and Dave also has an event coming up this weekend at the Lexington. We'll get to all of that. But this town, Dave, out of all the seasons, the Holzer Files, this show, is this one of the most haunted and craziest things you've been a part of?
Yeah, definitely. Because, when we did Holzer Files, we shot 23 episodes, but we were all across the country, and you're in one location. And when you're in Butte, the entire town is haunted. And people are coming up to you and, you should hear this. And I flew to Butte to go be there for the season finale a few weeks ago. And we had this big theater showing of the last episode. And it was just people had story after story after story to share with me. I think if we get a second season, I think we should go back to Butte to finish up. I think there are more stories? Well, we wrap up kind of the spirit that was leading us through these stories, their plight, if you will. King of the callback, you're welcome. Thank you. But there are still other aspects. I mean, you got to remember this town had a couple 100-year history of just being built on blood and tear and sweat and a lot of booze and hookers. So there was just, that was the two major industries, prostitution and mining right in that town. And when things crossed, they got bloody and weird. So it was...
Booze and hookers was the original name of this show. That's right, yeah. Fox didn't like it.
No.
Let's talk about, I mentioned Anoka, again, Friday. Right. The Lexington in St. Paul is another very haunted place. Tell the folks about your event this weekend.
Well, I'm actually going to the Lexington tomorrow night to investigate, along with some of my friends that are investigators. We're bringing in a bunch of different equipment to check this out. And then this Sunday night, we're going to do a special event at the Lexington. And you can come on out and have hors d'oeuvres and drinks. And I'll tell you the weird, creepy stories and share whatever evidence we're able to actually acquire from the Lexington. So I'm really excited to get out there. I don't get a chance chance to locally go out and hit as many spots as I used to.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the road all the time.
Yeah, you're busy.
But yeah, so I'm psyched about it, and the people at the Lexington are very supportive and loving about it. And I have Colin to thank for introducing me to this. So again, send my love and thanks for that.
I will do so. Yeah, that is, I know, full disclosure, I know a little bit about the Lexington. I have had friends there, and it is the stories. It's not quite Butte, Montana, but it is for a space. Well, the building's been there. I mean, it's several owners and been there forever.
Yeah. Yeah, when you run into
and housed funerals, for heaven's sake.
Right. So you get into places like this that have this kind of history. And I always say a haunting is like a book. The back cover is the beginning of time. The top cover is when everything ends. And in between are all of the layers of history and stories. And it's fun to do what I do because I get to become a part of that story.
Yeah.
And hopefully give voice to these spirits that are crying out and want to be heard and acknowledged.
Do you want to go back to Butte in our last minute here? Did you feel like the people in the town got any relief from your presence? You know what I mean by that?
Yeah. When we shot, it was actually really emotional in the final episode. I think I've become the Pa Ingalls of the paranormal. I get weepy every other episode on the show.
Little spirit on the prairie.
That's right.
Yeah.
And in the final episode, we went to the town party that they threw for us, and the mayor and the police chief thanked us. And why don't you come on up and say something? And I just looked out at this crowd of people that we'd helped that had. It was such an amazing community. I started getting choked up as we were talking, and they're so loving, and they love having us there and love the attention and the way that we're able to bring history to life and give words and voice to the spirits that have been forgotten.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all go watch this. Like I said, he mentioned Colin. This is Colin's jam. I get freaked out because I swear I do want you to come over sometime, not just because I want to get you dinner, but because I swear our mutual friend Dawn McLean house sits for me, and she said that my condo's haunted, which is the last thing I needed to be told. I mean, and then Colin, and then a couple nights ago, Colin goes, I didn't want to tell you this, but I think she's right. I've experienced things. And I'm like, why are you telling me this? So
yeah,
I think you should come to the condo.
Wait, last time I was here, you said the last person you want at your door is me.
Kinda, but I mean, now I'm just thinking maybe. Right, well. I'll put on a chicken, you'll look for some ghosts. Okay, so catch Dave Sunday at the Lexington. For tickets, go to thelexmn.com and check out Dave's podcast, The Paranormal 60, wherever you get your podcasts, and go watch on Discovery Plus. Go to the app. Dave's usually in the carousel, and go watch. You will love it. You will love it. And again, Dave on Friday. More with Dave on Friday. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Thank you, buddy. We'll tape like in 9 minutes. Welcome back. Yeah, we're back. Kendall's back. You're back. We're back. It is time for Merch Monday. We love seeing you sharing your Jason Show merch with us. Linda sent us this picture saying she's been watching the show since... Oh, I love this!
The dog's even looking.
Even the dog. Does the dog have a t-shirt? No, anyway. Since 2019, she says we make her laugh, and she loves all the ideas our show has about cooking. Thanks to Stephanie Hansen. Thanks from Linda, Doug, Stephanie, and Haley the dog. Next, Mindy emailed us to say she got a mug and a few more as gifts for friends, but she hesitated getting a t-shirt because of the colder temperatures. Mindy says she hopes we're going to offer sweatshirts soon. Let me just tell you, Mindy, I don't want to oversell this, but Lord, we got a sneak preview of some holiday merch coming, and it is real good. I'm just going to say that. That's right. It is. You are going to love it. To access our swag shop, head to our Facebook and our Instagram pages. You can also scan that QR code right there on your screen, and it'll take you right to our shop. We will be right back. Back in a moment. Time for the surprise goodbye. It's hard to resist a delicious dessert, isn't it? Especially when you're told not to eat it. A kid in New Jersey was told not to eat his birthday cake, but as you can see from the video from his dad, he didn't listen. And despite the frosting all over his mouth, he kept telling his dad that he didn't eat the cake. The dad said he couldn't help but record the funny moment. Look at that. No, I didn't eat that cake.
No.
Nope. Sure didn't eat that cake. Nope. That frosting is not from that cake. Nope. Tomorrow, Stephanie Hansen will join us. And then on Wednesday, the epic Whirly Ball Showdown between me and Jeff and Kendall and Ted. You have to see this. And then Friday, we're in Anoka. Right now, that's going to do it for us. Go out there and be yourself, everybody. No one can tell you're doing it wrong.